Good afternoon, everyone. We are about to begin. Please enjoy our corporate video first.
Technology is changing the world. Cloud computing, artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, all these innovations have made better, smarter living a reality. Buildings, the place where we live, play, and work, contribute about 90% of our city's energy consumption. To shape our future towards net zero carbon emissions, it is time to make a real difference. Neuron, a cloud-based integrated technology platform, incorporates a digital brain in buildings. It provides an exceptional experience for asset management, taking care of all aspects of a building to meet the needs of building owners, operators, and users, from real-time situation awareness and human comfort to workplace management, HVAC optimization, and energy management. We are here to be a game changer. Our Neuron digital platform leverages cutting-edge AI technology featuring an unprecedented level of real-time sustainability with powerful, augmented digital twin applications. We embrace open data connectivity with our universal data platform, enabling automatic processing and analysis of different types of building data such as BIM, GIS spatial data, IoT, building management and time series data, car park usage, and people count data. Our platform allows seamless integration of systems, old and new. It works with legacy systems and provides a migration path to the latest applications, offering flexibility for buildings to transform in the digital era at your selected pace. At Neuron, we are committed to empowering every building in our city to unlock the power of digital technology in shaping a better built environment. We are Neuron Digital.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Neuron Digital's virtual open day. This is Christy, and I'm your MC for today. On behalf of Neuron Digital, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you. After a long-awaited time, Neuron Digital is finally put into service. Therefore, we would like to cherish this opportunity to introduce Neuron to you. In the end of this program, we have a Q&A section. You may leave your question anytime. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Michael Kwok, Arup's East Asia Region Chair, to say a few words.
Hello, everyone. I'm pleased to welcome you all to the Neuron Open Day. Neuron was officially spun off from Arup in April this year. Together with Venturous Group, our JV partner, we established a joint venture technology company, the Neuron Digital Group, to scale up the platform's accessibility around the world to provide smarter buildings for our clients. I still remember back a few years ago, we came up with this original idea of a digital control platform with a vision to creating smarter buildings that are intelligent enough to respond to the changing environment and the needs of people. The name Neuron actually implies its function as the digital brain of the building. The Neuron solution has been implemented in different projects in Asia, such as the Water Cube in Beijing and a few prominent commercial buildings in Hong Kong, to enable digital assets management and significant improvement in building energy and operation efficiency. Neuron has also won numerous domestic as well as international innovation and environmental awards. All these great achievements would not have happened without the tremendous and continuous efforts of our dedicated engineers, especially Mark Chen, who is now the technical lead at Neuron Digital Group, Felix Chan, Jill Leung, Tony Lam, and many Arup colleagues, especially those in advanced digital engineering and the sustainability teams. Also Ricky Choi, our Arup University Director, responsible for Arup Venture, making the JV possible. Neuron is a powerful demonstration of our commitment to a sustainable future. It offers a systematic approach to decarbonize the built environment by unlocking the potential of data and technology. With this joint venture, we aim to scale up the accessibility and usability of Neuron via cloud platforms and facilitate the industry to accelerate the journey to net zero. I hope today's presentations will help you understand more about how Neuron works to enable smart building development and how we can collaborate together to decarbonize the built environment. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. And now, please welcome founder and chairman of Venturous Group, Mr. Benson Tam, to deliver a speech.
Hi, everyone. I'm Benson of Venturous Group, the #1 city tech group. Michael and I share a big dream: to put the brain in every building in the world. Frankly, it is time. Google, Apple, Meta are all doing virtual worlds nowadays. And the reason why we want to do this is that this is really a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to extend the real world into the virtual world, but also to participate in this brand new multi-trillion-dollar market. Second reason is that we are perfectly placed to get this done. We have Hong Kong, the #1 for properties. We have Arup, the #1 in the built environment, and Venturous, who we are #1 in city tech. And the third reason is that let's make Neuron the pride of Hong Kong. Michael and I both firmly believe that after SenseTime, Neuron will become the next AI giant from Hong Kong. So welcome to the new Neuron world.
Thank you, Benson. Next, let's welcome the acting CEO of Neuron, Mr. Thomas Pang.
Thank you, Christy. Welcome to the Neuron Virtual Open Day. With the wonders of technology, this virtual open day can be hosted online. Attendants of our open day are from different parts of the world and from different time zones. Nevertheless, no matter where you are, in the next half an hour or so, we will cover the birth and coming of age of Neuron. We share its vision and mission. We dive deep into Neuron the product. And we walk through our office and see how the different parts work. As Michael and Benson mentioned, Neuron is a joint venture between Arup and Venturous. We have been in formation and operation since the end of last year. We base our vision and mission on the global major trends. As summarized by leading fund managers, these trends include urbanization. The urbanization rates in most of the countries in the world are increasing rapidly. People are moving to live and work in the cities. Urbanization is causing all sorts of problems: pollution, congestion, employment, security, food, education, etc. Technological innovation. Everybody's talking about it. Corporates, governments, and even our households. In the past, people underwent digital transformation to win, but these days, they must embrace digitalization just to survive. Resource scarcity. Raw materials are finite and limited in availability. These include energy, water, air, and other resources. That's why investors are focusing on impact investments. Everybody is talking about ESG. The question is how you do it and how to do it best. Demographic and social change. These are regional and geographical, geopolitical issues. Perhaps they are not so relevant to Neuron. Apart from these major trends, we need to consider the impact of COVID. The factors summarized in Fidelity's 2020 analyst survey include fast business cycles after the pandemic, companies are building for the longer-term resilience. These factors together all point towards smart cities. However, smart cities is a subject matter. Even the largest thematic investors find it too broad. Buildings are the building blocks of the city. In a compact city like Hong Kong, buildings account for over 60% of the energy consumed and 60% of the emission of greenhouse gases. Decarbonation starts with management of the buildings. Buildings are also where we live, work, and play. With clever setting up, useful data generated from people's activities can be captured in the buildings. This is why Neuron starts with smart building systems. To build the best smart buildings, we need the best domain knowledge. To maximize the contribution of smart buildings in the city, we need a large market share in the built environment. Neuron is lucky to have Arup as its parent. Neuron is a digital product developer. We build Neuron product for the built environment. To achieve what we set out to do, we need to be at the forefront of technology. We need an ecosystem of technological partners, and we need capital, and thus the support of investors. We are lucky enough to have Venturous as our parent. Neuron combines domain knowledge with digital and capital competence. It develops digital infrastructure and products. Neuron is developing its own culture. We set out to meet current market needs. We will maximize the impact of our investment, and we will work with our business partners to make it a huge success. We rely on Arup's in-depth domain knowledge. As the world's leading engineering consulting firm, Arup designed the most advanced state-of-the-art buildings. Neuron works with Arup to keep the buildings in the best state by maintaining an AI-driven digital brain for the building. The brain would be most powerful if it stays in touch with the different parts of the building and its stakeholders. These include the owners, the managers, the facilities, the tenants, the visitors, etc. Neuron stays sensitive to their actions and their needs by deploying a neural network of things for the buildings. Activities in the buildings are not contained in isolated buildings. Owners have portfolios of buildings. Corporates do business with partners elsewhere. Tenants and shoppers commute between buildings to do whatever they need to do. Neuron will provide an aggregation for connected buildings in the city and ultimately connected cities. Neuron is not just an integrated building management system. It is a smart city technological infrastructure. We develop a full open architecture. It will be an open platform. We will maintain open data. We work with app developers and SaaS service providers. And we provide open analytic tools to enable the users to find the answers to their own questions. Later, Mark will explain further how Neuron works. Neuron has an ABC business plan. As explained before, we work closely with Arup to serve the top-end buildings. They are primarily new buildings with the most advanced and innovative engineering features. This is our product at the top apex, product A. Our product will incorporate the features and functionalities that are only possible in the most advanced buildings. The data we collect from product A will provide timely and useful feedback on usage to Arup. Together, we will keep lifting the standards of the buildings and product A. We will incorporate these features into our standard apps in our modular standard product B. Product B will serve existing buildings. Different buildings will have their very different constraints and sets of problems. We will use our open data and open analytic tools to enable the building owners to use the relevant Neuron modules to address their own problems. This way, they yield immediate benefits at affordable costs. Finally, by working with and connecting to our business partners, we can expand Neuron coverage to different sectors, and ultimately, we can provide the needed services to individual users. That is product C. How far product C and Neuron will go will not be decided by ourselves alone. We will work with our customers and business partners. We start from Hong Kong, but we are prepared to go where we are needed. To this end, I would like to appeal to our colleagues, shareholders, business partners, and other innovative business people to share your thoughts with us. This is the long-term goal, and a lot of effort will need to be put into it to make it a win-win product. I will pause here. Thank you for listening to me. Now may I pass it back to Christy to take our guests to see our office and our people.
Thank you, Thomas. In order to let you know more about our office, we have prepared our office tour. Please enjoy it. Hello, welcome to Neuron Digital. Let me introduce our office to you now. Come and follow me. Hi, Angus. What are you doing now?
Hi, I'm hosting a training program. We're responsible for developing the SaaS platform to allow users to freely join our Neuron community. We've also developed different modules like advanced analytics to provide in-depth analytic strategies and applying machine learning models and AI modeling to alert users by visualizing the abnormalities.
Thank you. Hi, Thomas. What are you doing now?
I'm actually preparing for our board meeting. This is our boardroom, and we hold our board meetings here. We also meet outside people here to discuss our business initiatives and cooperation. Of course, we also hold our management meeting here to talk about project progress as well as other operational matters. Thank you.
Hi, Mark. What are you doing now?
I'm here to work with everyone, to support everyone, make sure everyone is happy, make sure we get the job done.
Thank you. Hi, Andrew. What are you doing now?
Hey, I'm setting up my IoT device. They are the source of the data set. After the data onboarding, it contributes to the HVAC optimization and the subsidiary report.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Hi, Joyce. What are you doing now?
Hi, I'm drinking coffee now. Here is our coffee bar. We usually spend our leisure time here, and now I'm listening to a presentation by Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. What are you doing now?
We are designing a data model. So it describes the physical and virtual assets and their relationships in their building. It will be used to empower the smart analytics and artificial intelligence algorithms so that our platform can make building more sustainable.
Hi, David. What are you doing now?
Hi, welcome to our workspace. This is our finance and HR department. I'm now working on some finance reports like Neuron budget report, and I'm also preparing some other operational materials for our next week's monthly meeting.
Thank you. Hi, Ken. What are you doing now?
Many users all over the world will use our cloud service. We need to optimize our system architecture to improve user experience.
Thank you.
Hi, Vicky. What are you doing now?
I'm preparing the material for our Neuron Open Day. I'm also dealing with different parties on the administrative and office matters. It is comfortable to work at the group.
Thank you.
Thank you for the visiting today. I believe you have walked around our office. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.
We hope this video enables you to become familiar with our office. Now, let's pass the time to Mr. Mark Chen, the executive lead of Neuron, to demonstrate and explain the Neuron platform. Afterward, Mr. Felix Chan and Ms. Wendy Chung, the senior consultants, will share the use case with us. Mark, Felix, and Wendy, please.
Thanks very much for the inspiring and visionary insight from Michael, Benson, and Thomas. The following section, we will present the latest development of Neuron platform and how we take those vision into practice. Firstly, I would like to introduce two friends from Arup as joint speaker, Felix Chan and Wendy. Felix is the senior consultant from Arup's sustainability team. He has 10 years experience in ESG and sustain in various sectors. He is leading the building decarbonization consultancy service. He is also actively collaborating with the Neuron team in the Neuron carbon and ESG module. Wendy is the senior digital consultant from Arup ADE team. She has a broad range of service experience in terms of digital strategy, ICT infrastructure. Today, she will share a case study which Neuron implemented for one of the major clients. The Neuron solution was incubated in Arup Hong Kong with the objective to convert Arup domain knowledge into a digital solution that can be applied in a more scalable and faster way to our customer. Neuron Digital is a JV company between Arup and Venturous Group with the core mission to accelerate this development, apply the technology in a global scale, and help the built environment to achieve digital transformation. We are a data-centric technology company with a key focus in developing the digital and ESG technology for our building. Neuron, as the name suggests, the idea is to develop a digital brain for smart building that can continue to learn and evolve during its building life cycle as a human brain. This requires the system to be an open platform that can interface with different equipment, being able to learn from his historical data, being seamlessly upgradable from time to time, and a flexible framework to incorporate new functions without affecting the existing operation. However, we are still facing challenge of using proprietary hardware and software in our building system, similar to using a traditional phone. Most of the building projects need to repeat the same development cycle and investment, even they come from the same client. This is especially for the smart building software. Furthermore, cities around the world are facing challenge in the race to achieve net zero. If we take Hong Kong as an example, 90% of our building, 90% of the carbon emission and 66% of the electricity consumption is consumed by our building. We believe ESG, sustainability, and energy saving technology will be the key driver for the smart building development. And this is also the key focus for the Neuron Digital and the key benefit that we can bring to our customers. In the past few years, the Arup engineer has made major achievement to develop the technical roadmap for our existing building to decarbonize. Felix is one of the key members, and he will present a bit more later on this award-winning concept of living lab. However, as to our city, We believe the key challenge is not only how we can decarbonize selective building, but also how fast we can promote this technology in a city scale. We need to have a solution that can be applied in every building in a scalable, cost-effective, and fast onboarding way. This motivates us to develop a new full-stack framework for our built environment, from the bottom interface layer to the data platform, software layer, and application. This will be an open platform to accommodate different hardware, third-party software, providing the flexibility for building owner during the whole building life cycle to continue upgrade the system. We have implemented this framework in many buildings in the region, from private sector to public sector, from Grade A office to mixed-use development, to government buildings as well as industrial plant. Among this building, there are two prestigious buildings in Hong Kong that will open this year. They are all using the Neuron system. We believe our mission is to set a new benchmark for the industry and redefine the definition of the smart building. At Neuron, we are aiming to provide a comprehensive and highly flexible core function to support a wide range of building operation, from smart property, digital twins, building analytic insights for various building systems, ESG sustain and decarbonization, smart tenant, and as well as using AI to improve the building operation. These are the functions we believe that can support the modern smart building operation, enabling our customers to focus on their core business instead of redeveloping the functions that already have. At the same time, Neuron provides an app store allowing our customers to download and integrate third-party application into the Neuron system they use. We encourage Arup colleagues, third-party partners to develop their application on top of Neuron platform through our API. Our mission is to build an ecosystem which is open for the built environment together. To ensure the system compatibility, at the core of the Neuron is a universal data platform, which is designed for our built environment to accommodate different data types. From IoT sensor, building management system, car park data, BIM and GIS spatial data. All this data will be stored in our data platform with a semantic layer to correlate each other. We also provide the APIs for the top layer applications and analytic algorithm to retrieve this data using a consistent schema. By leveraging this universal data platform, Neuron is able to provide a comprehensive building analytic templates for different systems, from aircon HVAC system to chiller plant system, lighting control, car park system, people counting system, as well as other transaction data that will generate within a building. User can easily use our drag and drop self-service function to create their own analytic and dashboard. We continue to explore the potential of digital twins and the benefit that it can bring to the building operation. Neuron, we develop our own digital twins engine with the capability to convert the construction BIM model into different types of digital twins application. This includes the access management, city twins, augmented reality, as well as reality capture. We believe the future of built environment will see a more seamless convergence of physical and virtual environment, not just on the 3D animation, but as well as how we can integrate the business process data-driven decision-making, social activity, and collaboration into this virtual world. Neuron, we also very focused on the ESG and sustainability because we believe building decarbonization is one of the major missions we need to accomplish. And the following section, I would like to introduce Felix Chan to give us a buzz on how Neuron can help our building.
Thank you, Mark. This is Felix from the Climate and Sustainability Group, also the team that developed the Neuron Health and the ESG modules. So after the COP26 last year, carbon became the common language of the world. Every field and industries are seeking ways to achieve the net zero readiness targets. To do that, one of the key is to identify the current performance so that we can set a realistic target and roadmap. The Neuron ESG modules provide an all-in-one sustainability and ESG management functions, which be able to track the operationals and portfolio data through the IoT applications. The advanced data analytics backend will also provide meaningful insights to the users in order to optimize the operations and to have a better portfolio management. Here is the actual Neuron ESG module page. We have adopted the bottom-up approach to collect all the carbon emission status from Scope 1 to Scope 3, embodied to operational carbons. Apart from monitoring and display, the platform can also generate ESG reports with international standards. With the benchmarking functions, the platform can also help to identify not just the big consumers, but also the bad performers, so to ease the decision-making from the senior management level for carbon reductions. In last year, we have participated in the Advancing Net Zero Ideas competitions hosted by the Hong Kong GBC and also Swire, and our Living Lab design won the winner award of the existing building categories. During the panel discussions, the expert and us all agreed that the data-driven approach will be the futures of building operations and also will be a key applications for the decarbonizations. And we hope our Neuron ESG functions could make an impact to the industry and become a game changer to this net zero aspirations. Thank you. I'll now pass the time to Wendy to share with you the successful stories of Neuron applications. So to you, Wendy.
Thank you, Felix. Yes, so I'm going to share about AIRSIDE, which is developed by Neuron Group, a local developer. This building is a new mixed-use building comprising of a retail podium and 2 Grade A office towers. The building is located at Kai Tak, which is where the old airport of Hong Kong was. And since Kai Tak is being redeveloped into the smart, green, resilient CBD 2.0 of Hong Kong, there is a strong focus on technology and sustainability at AIRSIDE. And that's exactly the focus of Neuron. So for this project, we implemented quite a comprehensive set of features from what Neuron can offer, including 3D digital twin, IoT data platform, sustainability modules, including the features that Felix mentioned earlier, and even the more advanced applications such as machine learning optimization. So data from different systems are being collected so that the analytics can be done on AIRSIDE's consumption of different resources and to compare against the client's SDG KPIs. And so as the smart building platform, Neuron makes it much more intuitive to understand the system data. It gives a consolidated view of the building status, and also through the digital twin, it is much easier to understand the spatial context associated with each piece of information. And this will help accelerate the response to different types of events. There's also a shift in how the building control room gets designed now because of smart building platforms like Neuron. Instead of having individual workstations for each system, having a smart building platform with a digital twin means that you could project the digital twin on the video wall as the master view of the whole building. And so the situational awareness of operators is instantly elevated. A key differentiator of Neuron is the fact that it is an open data platform. Neuron can integrate with almost any system by using open source protocols and APIs. And at AIRSIDE, almost all systems have either a direct or indirect interface with Neuron, meaning that it's much easier now for Nanfeng to use the data for analytics. And what's fortunate is that this client was able to decide from very early on in the project what systems they would need to interface with Neuron. And so from very early on in the project, the right provisions for each system was made so that we can ensure that the interface can be established when needed. Apart from being an open platform, Neuron's fundamental concept is to be open in other aspects as well. The goal is not to make the client continue using the platform by locking them down as with previous proprietary solutions, but instead we want to give them back the visibility on their data so that they can understand the building better. And we want to make it easier for them to create new modules, to create new applications, to use the data in more constructive ways. And we want to make it easy for them to analyze their data so that they can improve their performance and make better progress. That's the digital future that we hope Neuron can bring to buildings. Thank you.
Thank you for Mark, Felix, and Wendy's sharing. We hope their sharing can let you understand the Neuron platform well. Then it is the Q&A section. Please do not hesitate to raise your questions and share your thoughts with us. We will answer the questions as much as we can. So we have received some questions now. And the first question is, a high frequency word in the internet is pinpoint. What problems does Neuron mainly address to the customer, and what kind of core value does Neuron provide?
Okay, I think let me take this question. So actually, in the built environment sector, I think it is one of the least digitized sector. And so there's many pain points that we need to solve. But I think that there are few ones that we want to solve first. The first one is people always ask why I need to continue to reinvest on one project to another. Why we cannot reuse the same system, same software, if they already invest one. So the first thing we want to help the customer is lower their costs. Don't need to continue to repeat the same cycle, same development cycle. So therefore we provide a digital foundation from the customer. So the other one is traditionally a lot of building systems, they are very closed. They're closed systems, they're very proprietary with proprietary hardware, proprietary software. So in Neuron, we try to create a more open ecosystem. So therefore, customer don't need to worry about tie-in with very proprietary hardware because they have an open platform that they can continue to develop their application on top. Yeah. So these are two fundamental pain points that we want to solve at first, but also definitely there's a lot of pain points that we need to solve subsequently. Yeah.
Okay, so for the second question is, there are many competitors like internet giants entering this building environment market. So how Neuron going to compete with these internet leading players as they like to invest heavily to the building owners, marketing, promotions, and all kinds of things? And what are the Neuron's competitive advantages over these potential competitors?
Well, I think this challenge and this question has been raised many times. So, but I think the reason why the built environment sector has not been digitized yet, or as far as we expected, is actually a very complex system. There's a lot of procedure, a lot of domain knowledge, and it is not something you can hire a bunch of programmer can solve very quickly. So that's why Neuron is the son of Arup. We need to work very closely with Arup, convert the Arup domain knowledge through the digital digital skills into digital solutions. So I think that is our key advantage when we are competing with other internet giant and technology companies.
Thank you. So for the third question is, Neuron is currently available to buildings in Hong Kong. And what is our plan to cover other cities?
Yeah, I think in terms of the expansion plan, and definitely Hong Kong is our first priority, but also in the Greater Bay Area is also our top priority this year. And also given Arup has a lot of office in East Asia countries and also other places of the world, I think we can work with the Arup teams to quickly promote Neuron into other cities. Yeah.
Another question is, except for the tech giant, traditional system integrator might be another type of Neuron potential competitors. So how many Neuron differential themselves to the existing players in the industry, or can we share some ambition or vision about the future role of Neuron in this industry?
Yeah, I think Neuron is, we are not direct. We don't think we are direct competing with any traditional building system like Siemens, Honeywell, because traditionally people think they are the core of the smart building. But what we think is Neuron, we are creating a new framework for the smart building. So this framework is open. We can work with any vendors, work with all the traditional vendor, hardware vendor, and software vendor. So we are not here to create a direct competition with other players, but we are creating a new ecosystem that we can work together to create, to contribute for the built environment.
And the next question is, what is the strategy to extend the Neuron business to other countries? So what kind of partnership or business model we have, or we plan to have?
I think we have answered this one, but we can further supplement. Neuron is actually an internet company, so our core business model is for the internet. We are not a traditional system integrator that we need to deploy people on the ground for every project. And so our business model is provide the software as a service, product as a service, and the cloud platform as a service. So that is our business model for this traditional industry. Yeah.
And the next question is the schema brick schema?
Yeah, I think the data model Neuron deploy definitely we reference to brick schema. Brick schema is actually a foundation for many of the digital twins solution, which they provide a very universal data schema for various building system data. But we have developed our own technology because the traditional brick schema is quite focusing on the building control system. But while you can see Neuron, we have digital twins, we have a lot of service for in terms of the ESG and also the smart tenant. So on top of the brick schema, we have developed our own schema to support this new digital solution.
Okay, and there is another question is, why do operators need to see the digital twins if AI is making the decision?
So actually, in Neuron, now we are taking two steps. The first one is before the building become fully AI automated, we still need to we have a middle stage, what we call the AI assisted building operation. Right now, what Neuron does is we provide the actionable insight, we provide the notification and advisory for the human. The AI now is not directly control the building because AI is a black box. So a lot of customers, they want the transparency. They still want to have the control of the building system. So that's why Instead of fully relying on the AI to control the building, we allow the human to make the final decision with the support from the AI technology.
Thank you for the response, and we have received quite a lot of questions, but we are almost running out of time, so we may pick 2 more questions. And other question you can leave with your email address so we can reply you later. So for the last 2 questions is, in terms of the strategies, how Neuron will extend to the question is how scalable to this new project, and do you find that the infrastructure is reusable?
Yeah, I think it's the key to reuse the existing infrastructure, and because that makes the digital transformation more cost effective and for the customer. So that's why when we are deploying Neuron, we are trying to reuse the underlying ICT infrastructure and also the digital infrastructure within the building, trying to interface with their existing building systems to capture the data. So most of the customer, they don't expect, they want to see the quick win. They are talking about the return on investment. So I think it's very crucial when we are doing the digital transformation for the building is we're trying to reuse their underlying infrastructure.
For the last question we will answer in this Q&A section is that, what does the AI control, and how do you know that the AI is making a good or a bad decision?
Yeah, I think nowadays most of the AI technology is still is a black box. So it's very difficult to have the transparency view on why they generate this notification. So that's why it is what we call the AI assisted building operation. For the AI technology, it generates the recommendation, it generates all the set point, the optimized combination. But we allow the human, the operator, to make the final decision before they trigger this control to the building. So that's how we tackle this problem at this stage. Yeah.
Thank you for Mark answering this question. And now we would like to pass the time to Thomas. Thomas, please.
I have to say thank you all for joining us at our at our new Neuron Virtual Open Day. Thank you for all the excellent questions, and thank you, Mark, for answering the questions. I want to emphasize that the built environment is a multiple trillion-dollar market, and the carbon neutrality goal is a big goal. That's why Neuron is set out to work with our colleagues and our strategic partners and all involved in the built environment. It is only a starting point here. We love to work with you, and please give us more ideas, guidance, and let's work together on this very big goal. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas. And ladies and gentlemen, may I thank you very much for your participation in this open day. I hope you enjoy the open day. We look forward to seeing you again. Bye-bye.